Welcome to the 8th in the series of critical and creative thinking tools. This is a 10-part series where each lesson explores a different critical or creative thinking tool. This lesson will focus on hits and hotspots, which is a critical thinking tool. From prior lessons, you may recall that effective problem solving relies on the combination of creative thinking and critical thinking. And those two items together help us effectively solve problems, whether we're working on future problem solving topics or other lessons of study, or even within finding ways to solve problems within our friends and families. Very briefly, critical thinking is the convergent thinking that allows us to focus on the best idea. It's where we have a lot of ideas, we've either brainstormed or scampered, and we're focusing in on the best idea. And at this point in the stage of problem solving, we do apply the principle of affirmative judgment. The guidelines for focusing include being thorough and positive, following a plan using focusing tools, keeping our eyes on the goal, and staying open to all ideas, looking for new and unusual possibilities. Here is a list of all of the tools that we focus on here at Future Problem Solving for critical thinking. You'll see that today we're focusing on hits and hotspots. Here is a real life example within future problem solving on how hits and hotspots might work. So imagine, if you will, a group of students, maybe you're one of the students, maybe you're a coach of the students, and you are trying to determine what will be your next community problem solving project area of concern. And you sit down together and you brainstorm a list. So you'll see here we have a list of 12 items. Certainly we could have a lot more, but in this example, we just have these 12 ideas of a community problem solving project. Maybe it's reducing litter on campus. Maybe it's helping recycling. Maybe it's that your state or region is running out of water for agriculture. Maybe there's no food kitchen in your town. So all of these ideas have been generated. Well, during generation, we do know that we don't judge the ideas. We save that for focusing, which is what we're doing now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to apply hits and hotspots to help us determine which project. So you'll see here on this slide, I've now taken all of those ideas from the previous slide, and we've decided to group them. So any of the ideas that were about business and commerce, we would put a 1 after the idea. We don't have any of those ideas. Any of the ideas that were social or political or education ideas, helping others, we're going to put a 2 behind that idea. And you'll see that there's a homeless idea, a food kitchen idea, and it seems to be there's only 2 ideas in regards to social, political, or education. And then you'll see that we've put the number 3 behind all of the ideas that are focused on the environment. And that's many of these projects. So what we did is we used this to create hotspots. So we took all of our hits, the ideas themselves, and then we grouped them together to create hotspots. And what we see here is that this team is passionate, has a lot of ideas about environmental issues. We decided that that would be the hotspot, so then we can move on to making the determination of which one of those ideas would actually become their project. In this activity that was shared by Janine Jackson from Arizona Future Problem Solving, this team actually decided that they wanted to deal with recycling and trash issues, and that actually did become a project that this team focused on. I hope that the tool Hits and Hotspots helps provide you with another way to solve problems effectively using critical and creative thinking. Thank you for joining us.